So, welcome to another Afternoon Wave, guys. The reason it's still blacked out, okay? One of our audience members created an intro, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I am not going to, it's not going to have music, so it's just going to play the background music, but I'm going to actually work on putting it together. Someone took time out of their day to actually make this for the channel, so I want to show appreciation that way. But yeah, so Daenerys, I think, is his name. I'm so bad with names, and especially your guys' alt names. Let me see. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Oh, you don't have to give me any credit. No, I'm going to give credit. Taurus? I don't know. Fix your name. No. Fix your name and fix my damn intro. Make it cooler. No, that's really good, man. I appreciate that a lot. And I'll... congrats on your 10th episode of Afternoon Wave. Thank you, Zen Rhino. But yeah, thanks a lot for putting that intro together. It was completely unexpected and greatly appreciated. Yeah, so like I was saying yesterday, thanks, Boca. Hell to the yeah, rock.
Wow.
It's like T-A-U, it's like Taru, us. Taurus. Yes, Tarius. However you pronounce your name. Thank you so much. I'll be using that for sure in something. It's greatly appreciated. Like I was saying yesterday, guys, today is going to be a slightly shorter show as I have somewhere I have to be at 1, and so I got to jam out in about an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to be there it is. Yeah, Terrarius, however you pronounce that name right there that just popped up. So yeah, so today's gonna be a slightly shorter show, but we'll keep it rolling and we'll pump through some things. As you can see from the title, CX, Mr. Ice Poseidon himself, is dealing with some major tax issues. So that's what the raid was for, taxes. And we also have a bit of an interesting take from Tucker Carlson. I'm going to play that really quick, jump up and close the blinds because it's way too bright in here. All right, give me a second. I'm going to flip over to that and flip this on.
2020 presidential campaign is already well underway. On the Democratic side, there are dozens of candidates in the race and possibly dozens more to come. On the Republican side, there's just the incumbent president. Everyone assumes he wants to be reelected. Most presidents do. But what if Donald Trump had decided he's had enough? Too many investigations, too much nastiness, too few upsides. It wouldn't be a crazy conclusion. How'd you like to spend your 70s locked in the White House? So let's say Trump had decided he wants to lose in 2020 and get back to his old life. How would he do that?
I don't think he's so far-fetched on this. I don't think he's off on this at all. There's some weird shit that has been happening, and like, it makes you question why in the hell certain things are being done, why certain things are being pushed, okay?
Let's see. He might start by proposing more than $500 million in Medicare cuts. That's something that nobody outside the libertarian symposia circuit really wants to see. So you do that. Then he'd slash funding for the E-Verify program. That would allow companies to keep hiring illegal alien labor in violation of a key campaign promise. After that, he'd announce we're bringing in even more low-skilled workers. That would push down the wages of the people who voted for him, the most vulnerable group in the country. Finally, he'd release a bunch of drug dealers back onto the streets right in the middle of the worst drug epidemic in history. And he'd continue our pointless military intervention in Syria, which in no way benefits the United States. If the president did...
So what do you think the main thing is that Trump would do if he was trying to not win re-election? Did you buy any high cap or standard 330 round magazines? No, I did not. Anyone have any takes on what you think he would actually do and push forward to even slant it even more? Because the next thing that you wouldn't expect a Republican to do, not run, yeah, right? He's just like, all right, guys, I've had enough of this shit. I'm tired. I'm old. I want to go home. If he keeps posting the dank memes, he will not win, or he cannot not win. Yeah, but wait until you hear what they're proposing.
Did all that, the message would be very clear. He has no idea what he ran on in 2016. He just wants out. But let's say voters still didn't get the message. Maybe they were too distracted by the Russia hoax to notice. At that point, you'd have to do something really extreme to get their attention, something so mindless and counterproductive that there's literally no way you could get reelected after doing it.
Anyone? Still waiting for some hot takes. What would you do if you were Trump and sit back? If Trump wanted to torpedo his campaign, he would do what Clinton did and just sit out. Yeah, I mean, obviously, but if he wanted to torpedo his campaign while appearing to not be giving up,
you'd raise gas taxes.
Oof. Yeah, that wouldn't go over well anywhere outside of California and some other cities.
And in fact, the administration is proposing just that. According to news reports, the White House is negotiating with Democrats to hike taxes on gasoline in order to fund, quote, infrastructure. This is one of those ideas that everyone in Washington loves. It costs them nothing. They're too rich to care what gas costs. And by the way, they don't drive. But if you live outside the coastal cities and you're...
Even inside the coastal cities like California, you raise taxes, the federal tax on gas, it's going to push us over $4. We're already sitting in the threes, the mid threes right now, because they decided to put a stupid gas tax on us more recently, which they're trying to repeal now. Adding this would be a good way to piss a lot of people off.
Not rich. Higher gas prices are a disaster. They hurt you immediately. That's always true. Anything that raises the price of gasoline, whether it's the Green New Deal or some new tax scheme promoted by a fake conservative think tank, crushes the weakest in our society. Normal people hate it. Many of those people voted for Donald Trump the first time. It's nuts. And it's not like there aren't other, smarter, less regressive options if you want to raise money. There are many of them.
Yeah, and this is one of the reasons why I like Tucker is he does call out the bullshit on both sides when there's something massively stupid. Just lately, the more stupid has been coming out of the left. But this is one of those things where it is one of the most massive, idiotic takes or moves one could make. If you raise the federal tax on gas, you're going to piss off of all of center America, which is where Trump won, and it's where he'll lose.
We could roll back some of those 2017 tax cuts, which went overwhelmingly to high earners and big companies. We could tax the billions in remittances flowing from the United States to the rest of the world. Remember that idea? We could tax.
Or, you did point this out, you're right. Or he could be hoping for a yellow vest situation and hoping that people spark and riot in the streets and just burn everything to the ground. because that's what happened in France. And I think if people push something like this, you're running into a situation where you may be right. Makes you think if 2016 wasn't just a ploy to allow socialism, it's in with the U.S. Yeah. Oof. Automakers gave up on sedans, only selling SUVs. High gas prices will ruin the big three in Detroit. Not only the big three, it'll ruin It'll ruin most automakers anywhere. Like, I mean, even international brands that sell in the U.S., they'll flip around. I mean, you look at like BMW, Volvo, Audi. Their best-selling vehicles right now are in the small SUV and mid SUV class. People aren't buying sedans right now, and you see Ford flipping away from sedans. You see all of them. Yeah, unless they're Tesla. But Tesla, do you have to worry about gas prices with them? No, you just plug that shit in. But yeah. And I won't go hard at Tesla because there's one goofy motherfucker in the world who keeps going at Tesla because he's hoping to short him, and that's Gabe Hoffman. So I hope Tesla succeeds. I hope Elon Musk and his company makes a shit ton of money and continues to do well, just so Gabe Hoffman doesn't do well.
Tax carried interest like the income it so obviously is. We should do that anyway, just on principle. We could even tax capital gains like we tax salaries. Mitt Romney might finally pay the same rate as your dentist, and that would be satisfying. And then we could get creative. How about an 80% tax on all lobbying produced by former members of Congress? That's a good one. How about an iPhone tax? Or how about a tough new tax on a $1 trillion Seattle-based internet retailer whose entire business model depends on using public roads to deliver their packages?
So I do think that Amazon should be taxed better. Apple should be taxed, period. They should be taxed. I mean, granted, it keeps jobs in the U.S., but, I mean, manufacturing of their products, not Amazon. Amazon's a supplier of products, but, like, Apple is a lot outside the U.S. However, the one thing Tuckler forgets here is Amazon's main package carriers, they're not running their own routes. It's the United States Postal Service that runs most of Amazon's routes. If you've ever seen a USPS vehicle out on a Sunday, they're delivering Amazon. They're not delivering the mail because the mail doesn't get delivered on Sundays. It's Amazon.
Companies like that have put an awful lot of American businesses out of work. They clog our roads. Why aren't they paying for infrastructure?
Oh, shit, Boca. I did not know that. They dumped all sedans. Did they even dump like the small shit, what is it? Like the STs? Are they still going to sell the ST platform?
We could go on. Plenty of obvious ideas out there. Hiking taxes on working-class rural people is not on the list, unless you secretly want to retire early. In that case, if you're really sick of the job, go with the gas tax.
So I think it is a good conclusion that Trump may be getting burnt out. I mean, it's got to be trying, right? You got to think of it as it's got to be trying when you get through it. This investigation that's supposed to alleviate these situations happens, and there's no finding of, they can't prove collusion. They can't prove anything else. And now all you're hearing is what they're trying next, what they're going to do next to get you. It's got to be getting old. And I mean, Trump's in his 70s now. He's getting up there in age. And sedan will come back if they increase gas prices. They would have to. No more Fiestas and Focuses. What? even the STs, because the STs sold fairly well and they were aimed at the millennial, and you see a lot of them on the road. It's interesting that they're just cutting out that line. Wow. That's going to end up being stupid and a bad call if something like an increase in taxes goes through, you know? But I think we should take a look at another potential candidate, which obviously from the title you can tell. Howard Schultz held a town meeting last night, and he is the most reasonable Democrat in the party, and, well, he doesn't have any touchy, Philly stuff going on right now, at least that we know of. But he's not going to win Democrats over with this, or at least the super progressive Democrats. The further left Democrats aren't going to like him, and he's going to have to pull from the Republican base. And if Trump's trying to lose, I'd probably vote for Schultz over any of these other fuckers.
Thank you. Mr. Schultz, welcome to the heartland of America.
Thank you very much.
How would you characterize the situation at our southern border and immigration system overall? And at whatever level of urgency you describe it, what specifically would you do in order to solve it? And particularly in your case, if you were to win the White House, you'd be a third-party candidate. How would you work with the two parties in order to implement what you've got in mind?
So he would be technically a third-party candidate, even though he has always been a Democrat, but the Democrats have pulled further left. His answer right here will piss off tons of Democrats.
So given the what's happening at our southern border, this is such an important question. I think it's a question of humanity, and certainly a question about legal immigration. I want to say a few things in order to frame my answer. I don't know how many people are aware in this audience, but President Bush, 43, and President Obama, both, while they were president, submitted to Congress an immigration bill. In both cases, the opposition took that bill, rejected it, and would not pass it.
And he's 100% right. Both of them did try to adjust immigration, and what doesn't piss off Democrats? Yeah, no shit. I'm talking about the crazies. He's a sinner Democrat, which, you know, he's even further to the right than Biden is when it comes to being in the Democratic Party.
Now, if I took those two bills today and I showed everyone in this audience, this is one bill and this is the other, aside from President Bush's bill, which had a guest worker program, no one in this audience would be able to tell Republican versus Democrat. So why didn't it work? It did not work because the other party was unwilling to provide the president and his party a victory. And that is the problem that existed then, and that is the problem that existed now.
And it's also interesting, and the CNN folks and the further left people will not be happy because his town hall was done through Fox. Why did he do his town hall through Fox? Because probably CNN, MSNBC, those people won't have him because he's not progressive enough. He's not going to push for socialism. I mean, he is... I worked for Starbucks for many years. Here comes the false allegations from Whammon. Yeah, right. He is a self-made guy. He started off poor. He worked his way up. He's a businessman, just like Trump, except for he leads a little further to the left on certain things, except for immigration, apparently.
I can promise you that Nancy Pelosi, under any circumstances, will not give President Trump a victory on immigration. Now, in terms of the answer to the question, I have gone down to the southern border, to McAllen, Texas. I've seen it firsthand, and I want to share with you what I saw. And what I saw, in my mind, is a fracturing of American values and a fracturing of humanity. We should not be stripping mothers and fathers from their children.
Okay, sounds super progressive, right? Wait for it, though.
And we should not do anything that even comes close to what happened a long time ago, where we put people in internment camps. That's what it reminded me of. Now, the issue that we have to recognize is this. President Trump is correct, and the
Oof. That's going to piss off everyone in the Progressive Caucus. That's going to piss off every millennial. And I'll tell you this, when I was looking through the news and saw that he held a town hall, I just searched Howard Schultz as a blind Google request. And you know what one of the first articles was? Stupid coffee man doesn't understand women or people. So they're already starting the slant pieces at him.
Republican leadership is correct, that we need fierce, strict levels of control on that border to keep bad people from coming in. Illegal immigrants should not come in. I don't want to get into a wall or anything, but I agree we should fund whatever we need to do to secure the border. I get that. Now, the humanity issue. No, one more thing. The Democrats are not correct. We should be funding ICE and giving them all the tools and resources they need to secure the borders and arrest the bad people. Whatever they need.
Now they're going to take where he says bad people and make it seem like he's talking about every immigrant, every illegal who comes into the U.S. Watch. That's the pivot they'll take.
Give them all the resources. But when it comes to the dreamers, this is where I have a problem with the Republicans. Our country is based on immigration. Almost everyone in this room is here because someone came before us. In my heart, the dreamers should be given a pathway to immigration. Now we have the second issue, 11 to 12 million people who are here unauthorized. What should we do with them? Many of them are here because they came here and their visa expired. They didn't cross the border. We just need a better visa process. We're not going to send 11 million people back. Now, it takes 7 years to get a green card and get legal immigration, become a citizen. Let's find a pathway for them. And then lastly, the Republicans and this president has weaponized this issue, as has the Democrats.
I do like that he's not just calling out one side. He's not pandering to his base. No background construction work today. The last 2 days have been glorious. I actually have the doors open. Not even white Germans were that involved. Our country was an English colony that fought for freedom from England. Yeah, of course we were.
In my heart, I believe they would rather have this as an issue to fight over than to solve for the American people.
Yeah.
Now,
let me just...
And I honestly don't disagree with that statement. It seems like Trump and the Republican Party want to fix this issue and want to work on it. But even though, 4 years ago, Obama put up an immigration bill, was deporting the hell out of people, they don't want to give Trump the win. And they'll never give Trump the win on this because, granted, we got our 57 miles of wall, but the Dems are going to do everything they can to impede that. That's the problem with the current system we're in.
Just finish to his point. It is a crisis. Is that what you're calling it?
It is a crisis, but it can be solved. It cannot be solved currently because of the ideology of both parties. But if I was fortunate enough to become president, this is what I can promise you. I'm about accountability. I'm about results. I would bring the people into the room. I would say, you cannot come in here with ideology or ego. What I want to do is I want to put an empty chair in the room, and that chair represents the American people. And we're not going to leave the room until we solve the problem for the American people. The problem that we have with both parties, the American people are not in the room. I'll tell you who's in the room. Self-interest, ideology, self-preservation, and their ability to get reelected.
I'll tell you this, that sounds like a soft way of saying that he wants to get rid of swampish politics. It's a lot of people won't dive into the conclusions or dive into what he's saying too much besides, oh, he supports Trump on immigration. He's a bad man. But when you look at it, he's saying a lot of the shit Trump said when Trump was running for office.
They spend more time on both sides raising money to get reelected than they do solving our problems. It's time to change.
All right. We're going to see some.
Yeah, what he's saying is, he's saying, okay, let's look at it this way. The people who come in on a visa and then overstay their visa, I don't know the number. Let's say it's 1 million out of the 11 million. Those 1 million probably are more viable than the illegals just running across the border. Yeah, James, it's just not, because that's not how the U.S. works. We're going to take people in no matter what. And we may think we have enough, but really look at our country versus other countries. We have massive swaths of land that are open, and that's what these people see. And that's what the issue is. The problems and wedge issues are what get them elected. Why would they solve them? Yeah, exactly. It's both. Think about it, right? If it isn't ideology and it was only economic, well, maybe for the Democrats it's economic and they want to flood the job market, but it's also ideology because they want to do the opposite of whatever Trump does. You know, we're not obligated, but it's going to happen. No matter what, it's going to happen. That's kind of how it's always been. I know we should bring in the best and the brightest, is my opinion. But I also look at it, do you think it's actually going to be reasonable and easy to get people out of the U.S., those 11 million, to track them all down? The numbers of costs in the big picture thing is it's like, how are we going to do it? If we can do it, do it. But that's why I like the mentality of being in the best and the brightest, and visa them and green card them if they want to be here. You know, I don't care what skin color they are. They aren't necessarily. I'll tell you this: the misconception about people who are immigrants are going to vote Democrat, is a misconception. I know plenty of Hispanics who immigrated legally and are California Hispanics, but did it the right way, didn't live off the system, worked their ass off, and actually have something to stake for them and something to their name. They don't vote Democrat, they vote Republican. You know why? Because they don't want their money being taken from them. And they don't want other illegals coming in and lowering what they can do. And they don't want people to freaking flood the market, as you were saying. So we need something like the French Foreign Legion. I don't know if streamline the process would even fix it, because the simple fact of it's like, I would love to dive into it and actually look at like the numbers of people currently waiting on green cards or citizenship and whatnot. I would love to. The overstayed visas are the majority of the verifiable illegals. Yeah, verifiable, because it's the only way they can track the number of illegals is if they have a visa and they overstay it. The question becomes, what were they on visa for? What are they doing currently? Are they still being productive? Are they actually a benefit to our society? And that's where you come in and ask the questions. And I think taking a good hard look at them is the best way to go. But that's not going to be a fast process, because you have to find them, you have to investigate, you have to see why they're still here. I mean, shit, even I mean, okay, there's people who do it the right way. A good example is Barbara For You to See. She's a YouTuber. She lived in the U.S. She was on visa. She was going to school here. And YouTube and her content that she was creating after she had finished school wouldn't cover what she was going to school for, even though it was in the entertainment industry. She's Slovenian, and her visa was about to expire. She had put in paperwork to extend. They wouldn't, give it to her. She left because, in her mind, as a conservative, it would be more smart and better looking to leave and come back in the right way, or extend her visa outside of the country, get re-visaed. She hasn't been able to get re-visaed after she left. She hasn't had the chance to, because the line's so long, obviously. And if she would have just said, you know what, fuck it, I'll just stay, she would have been one of those people who overstayed their visas, but was paying taxes, and probably would have gotten citizenship a lot easier than having to leave and come back in. So it just makes you question how the process works, who are the people that they're, wanting to bring in, and the line, how long is it really? If it takes 7 years to green card, I don't know how long it takes to actual citizenship. Barbara For You to See, it should have just married some dude. I'm sure somebody would have married her to get a green card. I mean, I'm sure she could have married some dude. Yeah, because when we were at VidCon last year in June, she was 2 weeks out, and had to leave 2 weeks later. And people were making that joke to her, like, you should just marry someone and stay. But, she's like, no, I don't want to do it the wrong way. I want to do it the right way. I got to wonder what the process is. Is it so backed up because they're so focused on the refugees and all these other people seeking asylum? And then there's good people who come into the States on a work visa from Canada, fucking European countries and whatnot, that they can't get in line in a decent position. Are they stuck in line behind all the asylum seekers, or are they in their fuck? Or are they in their own separate line? You know what I mean? Give them the mark of the beast and have them sign a blood contract. Jesus Christ, Boca. I don't know what the correct answer is. I know we have a massive issue, and it's fucking massive. It's something that both sides wants to fix when they're in power, but never gets done because the other side blocks them. And they need to stop playing that game, because it's not good for the normal citizens. It's not what the citizens want. If you get elected being strong on borders and wanting to fix the border issue, then the other party, which just put up their own shit, got blocked. And now you're going to get blocked. And it's this back and forth bullshit that this two-party system runs into. I think a viable mid-party, a center party, or a third party that's not the Democratic Socialists. If the Democratic Socialists want to be a thing, cool. Later on in the what's called, a soy boy asks a soyist question. We're gonna jump to that.
It's over here. Go ahead.
Good
Hi,
evening.
Brandon.
Hi, how are you? At what point would you bow out of the race if all indications were that your candidacy would only split the vote and hand Trump a second presidency or second term? Or is there a point at which you would make that decision?
Fucking A, dude. The fat kid from Sandlot needs to shut the hell up. Because here's the answer. Hey, low T guy, listen to this answer.
Well, let me answer that. First of all, thank you for the question. Let me answer it this way. Let's ask the question, why am I here and why am I considering doing this? First issue, my love of the country, most importantly, wanting to do everything for families who are being left behind. I grew up in public housing. I know what it means to be poor, to have the shame of
old. Come on. You put this is what's her name? This is that black chick from Reno 911 sitting right there. Tell me she doesn't look like her. Someone tell me that's not the Reno 911 black chick. Yeah, he just grew into his hair color. Okay. I was offered a dowry to marry a Pakistani woman. I passed as well. It was literally get married with her, stay married with her for a year or two, get 10K and maybe some. Wow. You didn't. Oh, ERA, man. Hey, at least you're an honest person. Okay, do that, but pay taxes on the $10,000.
Don't have $400 in case of an emergency. I want those families to have the opportunity of the American dream.
Opportunity. Not for it to be handed to them.
The third thing is, I want to restore trust and confidence in government and in our leaders. The American people have lost trust in Congress and in this president. And the last thing is, and perhaps most important...
He's off there. Not all people have lost trust in Trump. You know why? Well, some of his base is losing trust, especially if he's going to raise taxes on gas and shit like that.
Importantly, is that this is an opportunity right now for us to recognize that things aren't exactly going the way they should. This is a great evening because there are Republicans, Democrats, and independents in this room. This is a no-hate zone.
Okay, that was gay, but I get what he's trying to say.
And I want to do everything I can to find the common purpose of our common values and bring the American people together. In terms of your specific question, what I've said publicly is I am not going to be a spoiler. What does that mean? Well, first off, if a Democrat runs who resembles Bernie Sanders, who says he's a democratic socialist, Donald Trump is going to get reelected.
Ha! Is that too much real for you there, fucking Bernie bro? Is that too much real?
If Howard Schultz is in the race...
He just referred to himself in the third person, guys.
I feel strongly that lifelong Republicans, on the character issue alone, and I'm not going to bash the president on any level today. I'm not here for that. I want to talk about the future of the country. But on the character issue alone, lifelong Republicans will not vote for Bernie Sanders.
Correct.
But they might vote for somebody who is independent, a centrist, and wants to restore a faith and confidence in the promise of the country.
So, you know what? Bernie needs to kick the bucket already, isn't it? He passed 90 or something. The Crypt Keeper is coming back, okay? Tales from the Crypt is on hiatus while Bernie runs for office, guys. Just, let it be. So, but yeah, so Schultz is going to get hated on. Schultz is going to get bash articles written about him. They're going to try to dig up anything in relation to anything probably Starbucks has ever done that pissed off the left. They're going to push to get him out as fast as possible because he's not progressive enough. There was a lot more to this town hall, but these are the two things I just wanted to cover today because it's a short day. Bernie is ineligible to be the Democratic Party nominee. DCCC bylaws were changed saying that you have to be a registered Democrat, which he is not. Curious. Super curious. I did not know that. I wonder if they'll hold up to that or if he'll flip. But what I want to get into now, who wants to see Ice Poseidon almost cry? Anyone? One's in the chat if you want to see Ice Poseidon almost crying, because I think that's funny. Can't wait to dance on that socialist grave. The clock is ticking. Just take a big leak on it. What? Zero? That was not an option. An option is to not respond, okay? See, Shaman, Ramen, Asian, Slant, he has it right. Our favorite walk worker has the answer. But yeah, so we're going to take a look at Ice Poseidon almost crying. I'm going to step away and grab some more coffee. Oh, 444 works too. That's like a yes to me. I'm going to step away, grab a coffee real quick, refresh my coffee. Actually changed the bylaws because of him. He hasn't changed parties Democrat yet, so he's technically ineligible. I wonder if they'll uphold their own bylaws. Okay. Why don't you just, what's that? Gallo? Pico? Are you trying to speak Spanish now? I think the Asian's trying to tell us he needs some pico de gallo for his walk. But yeah, so give me like 2-3 minutes and I'm gonna start this. This was put together by, of course, our favorite person. He never, okay, so okay, fuck, hold on. Whoop. Schultz founded and started Starbucks out of his garage in Seattle. He went to, God, you guys in the chat fucking distract the shit out of me. We don't speak ching chong ping pong around here. He went publicly traded. They own a shit ton of stuff. He was on their board of directors. He was the CEO. He might just be on the board now. I know what it is. He's calling me White Devil. I got it. It's okay. It's okay. The Orientals are welcome here. Also, I love Asians, especially your women. Oh, see what I did there? Turned it around on you. Is your mom free tonight, Ramen? If you guys want to support the stream, streamlabs.com/AGluck. Teesprings in the links down below. All my ways to support are there if you want to get something out of it. Like I said, I will be changing up some of the designs and putting out some new ones. I just put out a new red one for a very good friend of the channel who wanted it in a different color. So that's what I'm willing to do for you guys. If you see something you like or you want something designed and just have my logo on the back, let me know and I'll put it together. Yeah, he's another centrist, but the benefit is he's another centrist. I take a centrist, Democrat, Republican, floater over what's on the left, especially if Trump's trying to lose. If Trump's trying to lose, I'll take that all day. So this video comes to us from Memeology. I'm going to step away for just a few minutes to refresh my coffee. I will be right back.
My life right now is a fucking mess. I can't fucking stream in LA. I'm trying to move out right now, and I'm having troubles with that because, well, not really troubles with that, but it's just like, it just takes time to move, and like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do this 1 month traveling stream in the military truck, to be honest with you. Like, I really don't think I'm gonna do that. I'll probably just move because I'm not really in a position where I want to be in a fucking truck traveling for a month. Like, I just want to get my life organized because right now nothing's organized. I'm in a fucking house that we have to leave. I am in a place where I need filming permits to stream, so I have to leave the city to stream. I have to worry about doing 80 hours of community service. I have to still file my taxes for 2018.
How you gonna move to another state with community service?
I have to get a lawyer for the FBI thing so I can get my stuff back. I need to get my computers back, my phone back. I don't have anything. I don't have anything like my phones or any of the information. So I have to get a lawyer to get that shit back from the FBI. So it doesn't take 4 months. I can leave to another state. I can still travel. Like, it's not real probation, and I can do the community service anywhere in the country. So that's fine. Yeah. So this sucks, you know, and the worst part about it is, I think for the most part, I brought this shit all upon myself for just trying to get content. Like, it sucks. I did the llama thing for content. I tried to do a streamer house for content, which ended up giving me a million more problems. I ended up really just putting myself in a really bad, sticky situation for the sake of content and for the sake of just trying to be as wacky and crazy as possible, and I'm in a really bad spot right now. Streaming is really fucking hard, and moving is really fucking hard, and I have to file my taxes and pay for a lawyer to get my stuff back. So I had to get moving costs. Like, moving costs a lot of money if I want to move somewhere to another state, and that's just not money I probably can afford to spend right now, since I have to get a lawyer and file my taxes.
What the IRS say?
3 years in prison.
You haven't paid taxes since '94, Don. Oh, great.
So, yeah, I'm in a really bad spot, and this sucks. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't even know how I'm gonna stream until I move, besides just doing desktop streams and playing games or something. And this is not like, this is a $400 computer. So I need to get like an actual gaming computer if I'm gonna do that. But yeah, this sucks. I don't know what to do. So yeah, I don't know, it sucks. I really I've regretted.
Don't worry, Ice, take as much time as you need. Please don't cry. Just kidding, Ice, take another L. You're still in LA, just acting like you're in Orange County. The LA Filming Authority is on your ass.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, I know I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I'm totally regretting
We love you, Ice. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I'm just regretting a lot of decisions that I've made. I wish I never did the streamer house, and I would at least be able to stream in LA right now, so.
What are your thoughts on the Reddit currently? It seems dead. Do you regret burning bridges with most people on the network?
I don't think I've burned any bridges with anybody in the network.
Did you see Sam and Court about VidConf? If you did, how awkward was that? Hope you get this all figured out, man.
The only thing they've burned bridges with me, if like Uber, but everyone else has been fine. I saw Sam, it wasn't awkward, it was cool. We talked a little bit, we got lunch, and that was it. He got the same stuff as I did, I think.
Stupid effing mistakes, man. Should have listened to your communities.
Dude, people were going hard on him, telling him how stupid the decision was, how dumb it was to pick and do what he did. All he had to do was pay his taxes. That's where he fucked up. You thought you were getting rich and didn't have to pay taxes, dude. I mean, he made hundreds of thousands of dollars and pissed it away. Pissed it away. That's what he did. And he's pulling a DSP. He really is. I don't know if he's a trust fund baby. Anybody have any ideas on that? Because I personally don't know if he was a trust fund kid. The tax man became aware of streaming during Thought Audit. Yep. And that pushed it over.
Yeah. I should have. Yeah, the investors got doxxed and they pulled out. And obviously, you know, we're just going to give the house back.
Yeah, and brushing off his investors being doxxed like that so like nonchalantly is pretty fucking whack. Let's skip to where he almost starts crying.
I had paid someone thousands of dollars for years to make sure that they had covered me from shit like this, and the guy didn't do his job.
The lawyer I had to pay him $700 an hour on like a $25,000 retainer. So I obviously am in a really bad spot because that's expensive. And then my taxes that I have to file a lot of money.
Payment source, I have to look at every single dollar that I spent on the business.
He is going through exactly what Phil went through, and
that I have to move, and that's just
complaining about it to his
I'm going
audience
to Japan still on
and
the 8th, and that's great, but
talking about how he still has the money to go to Japan, but can't figure out his life. Like, come on, dude. Ugh. It's not fucking rocket science. Sell the tickets to Japan. Do whatever you can. Get a refund on it. It's in the 8th, so you can still get a refund as long as you're 48 hours out. Get the plane ticket costs back. Move. He doesn't have to move outside of California. He's making it seem like he has to move outside of California. And that's what he's pitching to his audience. He does not have to move outside of California. He just has to move outside of Los Angeles. That's all he needs to do. Get your ass outside of Los Angeles, and you're good to go. Like, come on, man.
But, you know, when we get back from Japan, what the fuck do I do? Let's say the city of LA denies me. This just sucks. I've made a lot of bad decisions in my life. So.
He had to step off cam to cry, guys. Ooh, how is he even allowed to go to Japan? Wouldn't he be under some kind of restraints? He's on probation, as far as I know. Yeah, he's getting donations all through this. Exactly.
3,000 years later.
For the past 2 years, it's really hard. And I'm just a very confused person right now. I think that's...
He needs a life coach, guys. I'm a life coach.
Where my mindset is. When I'm in a really hard spot, like I am right now, there's not many people who actually want to help me, besides the viewers themselves.
Imagine making 6 figures a year, but still being broke. IP2, rent-free, 10 toes down in the chat. Gonna refund this. Die. Ooh.
And that just feels fucking bad.
Oh, someone actually deleted the super chat.
It costs. I'm gonna give away the fucking Hummer that I was given and just get money from that too. And I don't know what else I can do, honestly.
So yeah, it's a feel sorry for me stream, and Ice Poseidon is the next DSP, guys. He's gonna do gaming streams and sit hiding any view of where he is because he doesn't want to get in trouble with the city of LA, and that's the new Ice Poseidon for you. Woo! Man, it must suck to make lots of money and then bail on your taxes. Should have paid your taxes. You would have been fine. Take about $20,000, $30,000 and set it aside. But no. No, you were just pulling money out of the company fund to pay yourself instead of actually having a payroll company do it. Ooh, life's rough when you make too much money. Poor Icy. Yeah, he has to sell his Hummer, guys. Oh my God. How about you go on the street and give Hummers for money? Then you could be like, fuck it, dude, and make some money back and pay your taxes by sucking dick. I'm sure someone will freaking take you, you little twink. Ooh. More money, less nostrils. Aw. Rich Bruns does not like ice. And I agree. Yeah. Okay, guys. We have a little bit of time left. As I was saying to many of you, it's going to be a shorter show today because I have to jam in about, 20 minutes or so. But I think the ROTC boys showed this, but I wanted to bring my personal spin on it. But before we do that, anyone want to watch a very big guy deal with the police. Wait for this gloriousness, okay?
Getting that to you? I'll get you, bitch. Get on the ground. Turn around. Turn around.
He's talking to his woman, whoever, full on taking a taser charge. I'll get you, bitch. Just, again, it's 15 seconds.
I'll get
You can see it right under his fucking nipple.
you, bitch. Get on the ground. Turn around.
Didn't phase him, and it connected. It is gangsta shit, dude. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll take this full charge, and I'll get you, bitch. One more time, because, dude, I don't know who sent me this, but this was just great.
I'll get you, bitch.
Okay. So he gets tased at the 2-second mark and takes a consistent charge for 5 seconds. States his intentions to get back at her and then gets taken to the ground. Not by the tase, by the cops. Okay. Woo! All right. A little palate cleanser, okay? Because this is gonna get interesting. Okay. Let's hear I want to hear in your guys from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. What nationality, race, whatever you want to call it these days, is this girl? What do you think? Because I would say she's mixed of some sort. Also, before we start it, throw a like on the stream, share the stream. If you want to donate, streamlabs.com/AGluck. I do have super chats on. And my Teespring is down there. If you see something you like and you want some color shifts on it, let me know and I'll fix it. All right. I would say she's mixed. Maybe, Middle Eastern, Mexican black, Mexican white, white black. She's a mixed race, okay? Now, Blasian, yes, Blasian. Light skin black, yeah. She could be any of those things. And I can't tell, because I watched this, I can't tell if she's serious or if she's poking fun at people, all right? Plobis is her name. And this is how she found out something very important about herself, guys.
As you can probably tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be telling you how I found out I was trans. I'm going to tell you what it means to be transracial. Now, many of you might be saying, being transgender, you have to have dysphoria. To be transracial, you have to have dysracia.
I don't think dysracia is a real thing, guys.
Dysracia is where you don't feel like really the race you are. That's how it was with me. Not many of you know this, but I actually transitioned from plain Caucasian to...
I'm going to be nice about this. She is not plain Caucasian. I'm trying to be nice about this. You're not plain Caucasian. Swear to God. You're not transitioning to anything. You're mixed. It's okay. It's okay. You were mixed all along.
Latina, African, Caucasian mix.
Okay, so she transitioned from Caucasian to what she really is. No, I didn't watch all of Revenge of the Sis, but this was dropped in my prep bag about a day ago, and I hadn't got the chance to show it with you guys. But
I felt uncomfortable in my own body when filling out forms that say, what's your race? I just didn't want to put Caucasian, and then it clicked that I could be so much more. Then I found the transracial community, and I just felt so safe there. Without further ado, this is how I found out I was transracial. So
Stop hitting your iPhone mic. If you're gonna use headphones as the mic, stop hitting it.
First way I found out that I was actually transracial is that I used to wake up in the morning and realize that I didn't want to go to Starbucks anymore. And I didn't want to sleep on my Uggs.
Okay. Okay, this is definitely a bit. I didn't want to go to Starbucks anymore, and I didn't want to sleep in my Uggs.
That I didn't want to go to Starbucks anymore. And I didn't want to sleep on my Uggs. And I didn't want to go to the gym. And I didn't want to go with my yoga workout group any longer. I was like,
holy shit.
What's this change in me? It's like, wait. So those are
this
like
is
the
a
first
joke.
signs of me not being white anymore. Ever since then, I've eaten a lot of Takis. And if I like see somebody I know, I'll be like, hola. Like it just comes out. I wouldn't have to think about it. It just was like something.
I eat a lot of Takis, and so when I see someone now, I say hola.
Something that would happen. That's how I realized I was part Latina. Then the way I figured out that I was actually African American was I was meeting up with my friends, and like I was like, hey, my name. Hey guys. I was actually African American. Was I was meeting up with my friends, and like I was like, hey, my name.
Dude. Oh. Again, read
Hey guys,
read the description after. Hold on. Inward. That's all it says. Inward. Can I be transracial? Come on, guys. I want to use the N-word. I want to use the N-word. Ooh, yeah. Let's see. She's got a lot of she's getting close to what? Okay, so she's been doing this for not so long, right? Not so long at all. And Jesus Christ, she is a massive shit poster.
Hey guys, Plubis here. Today I'm going to be discussing why Nicholas Cruz is actually innocent and why he's the cutest person ever.
What?
He's really cute because of his hair, and I really like his hair because it's so flowy, and he has a really— Get out of here, Mom! Get out! Get out! You always ruin everything! Second of all, the shooting that he did, which killed dozens of innocent kids, wasn't even a big deal. Like, their parents could have just easily gone over that. Like, it's just a death.
What the fuck? Dude, when young kids start shit posting, woo. Hold on.
Guys, as you can probably most likely tell from the title, I am doing an ASMR abortion clinic. So, let's not waste any time because
what?
It's stupid. Let's get right into the video. Hello, welcome.
Holy fuck, dude. She is a massive, massive shit poster. Honestly, she's at 911 subscribers. You guys should go over and subscribe to her because she is a huge troll. It's mostly us now for her subs. Yeah. Definitely. If you have not subscribed to her, subscribe to her. She is shit posting gold. What?
Hey guys, Plubis here. Today I'm going to be telling you another one of my conspiracy theories, and this one's about the government controlling the weather and other things. So here in California, the weather has been a little wonky, and ever since I've noticed this changing weather, there's been a lot of pigeons. And as you guys know, pigeons are actually secret cameras controlled by the government. Yeah. Also, I know they try to keep the secret that Obama in fact wasn't a reptile, but that was proven wrong. The government is watching us. We're not safe anymore.
Jesus Christ. When did... Gen Z is going to be some of the best shit posters. I swear to God. They have horrible, horrible words. And they say stupid, stupid things when it comes to their lingo. But when it comes down to it, ooh, I have her at max. I had her at max on that. It's just she's talking at a low volume. Ooh, yeah. She had 600 yesterday. Holy shit. Yeah, she's at 911 right now. Yeah. Dude, I hope my kids, when I have them, end up that way, because fuck, dude. At least that generation won't be as sensitive as the fucking young millennials. And by young millennials, I mean not the original, the 80s babies. The fucking 90s and 2000 kids who dye their hair and freaking think they're on the spectrum of genders instead of just on the spectrum of autism. Mentally Mitch came out with a video a while back. And you know how I love Mentally Mitch. Someone introduced me to his channel, and just wait. If you haven't seen him yet, you're going to love the voice, guys.
Facebook page, I dare say, may even be more savage than Gordon Ramsay on Twitter.
So he's talking about the Rate My Plate Facebook group.
Shout out to my friend Kenton for sharing this page with me. Let's check it out. All Day Breakfast by Tammy O.
Jesus Christ. One, Tammy O should never be allowed to cook breakfast again. Look at the sausages. Look at the tomatoes. Oh, God, dude, that just...
They didn't burn my nan that badly at her cremation. Yo, look at the sausages. They're unrecognizable.
They didn't burn my nan that badly at her cremation.
Homemade mushy peas with onions and mint sauce by Mary W. Did she help you make it, Mary? That's the girl from the Exorcism.
Yeah, ROTC, guys, if you didn't know, they hit 10,000 the other day. Jesus Christ.
Bangin' Chinese for Lunch by Ryan D.
Frozen. What the fuck is this? It looks like something the dog would vomit up. I'm dead serious. Frozen, is this the kind of food you're putting out?
Sorry, man. My people are not going to take credit for that. Hold up. Hello, Lucky Star. Hi. Can I get one chow mein, a portion of chips, pot of curry sauce, and a placenta, please? Vegan surprise.
Boca, you've never heard of Revenge of the Sis, huh? They're good peeps, man. Ugh.
By Becky T. Becky, a 28-year-old vegan feminist lesbian, lives alone with 3 cats and 2 budgies, has intimacy issues and clinical depression.
Holy shit.
Savage! My goodness.
Holy shit.
Boiled Eggs for Lunch by Gil M. Who peeled them Edward Scissorhands?
Holy shit.
Homemade Cheesecake by Yasmin S. Notice the scale is on 0, as it's currently weighing the total given by the majority of this group about your Nazi cheesecake. Now either drop kick it and repost, or
Okay.
Vegan, no cheese,
Dude, I'm so gonna join this. Rate My Plate. The page on Facebook is called
Hummus Pizza by Dear Bia H. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Turns out pineapple is the worst thing you can put on pizza. No cheese means not a pizza. That's just vegetables on top. Homemade Big Mac by Pete H.
Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. It's not only the California Get Your Mags ASAP, yeah, right? Seriously. Holy shit. Yes, I did try the pizza place there. They were good stuff.
Looks like my snacks after I get them burnt.
Holy shit. Looks like my snatch after I'd given birth. Wow.
Ew, that's disgusting. Curried sausage with sweet potato by Chris R.
Ugh.
Next time, go easy on the condom inside.
Oh.
You do look like a condom on the sausage. Ew. What's the recipe, mate? Just so I don't accidentally make it.
Okay, I have one more. There's a lot more to this, and they're freaking probably just as good. But another mentally Mitch to close the day out.
Late.
This was from a long time ago, but this is Photoshop requests. All right, guys, Photoshop requests.
To the party on these, nevertheless, the Photoshop troll James Fridman is hilarious. Come on. Hey James, can you make my face smaller than my BF? Done.
Dude. Oh.
Look at his head. I don't think that's what she meant, James. Hi, Jamie. Can you make my boyfriend rich? Sure. Look at the name tag. Put Richard on him. Oh.
Holy shit, guys. Oh, man. There's some really good fucking trolls out there. This is like next level shit. Fresh Prince videos. Oh.
Hey, James. Mind making it so I'm not alone? You are not alone.
Holy shit.
I am here with you. Though you're far away. James, bruh. Can you make it look like the striped shirt guy isn't staring at the back of my head? I'm the dad. Sure. Just turn his head around. Come on.
Holy shit. Oh. James Photoshop today? Oh, from today? Is it is it an Instagram? What is it? Hold on, let me go back to the video. FJamie13. Hi, James. You're truly amazing at all this. Wow. Can you put me shoes? Can you put me shoes, please? My feet look horrible. What? Damn, dude. Her feet. She has fucking hobbit feet, guys. Holy shit. She has 6 toes on one of her feet. Dude, she has 6 toes. Twitter. Is it this one? The foot one? I can't look at Twitter on this computer, unfortunately. You'll have to send me the picture and the what's called. So he swapped the feet between the two guys on this one. Ooh. I met this guy online a couple of days ago, and he seemed very nice until last night. When we were talking about our favorite food, all of a sudden he sent me a D pic adding, "You're in for a good treat. Can you teach this guy a lesson?" He's in for a good treat. Oh, hold on. The fuck? What? You're amazing at entering. I was wondering if you could make the phone in my pocket disappear. It's really noticeable. Oh. Jesus Christ. All right. Back to this.
Hey, Jamie, can you make me more young? Yes. Turn him into a sperm cell. Come on. He had the nerve to put the hat on it, too.
Holy shit.
Could you Photoshop my face to the first pic?
I clicked the wrong thing. Photoshop's opening.
Put his head on the body. Come on. Hey, I know you get these messages a lot, but I would really, really appreciate it if maybe you could transfer the girl on the left's head from the first image to the second image. Please, please, I really hope you see this, and thank you. Sure. Just put the head on top of the... Come on, James. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Jamie. Someone told me that this picture looks like we're on the set of a Jurassic Park movie. Can you put some dinosaurs in this picture, please? Here you go, guys.
Holy shit, dude. Oh. Yeah, not many likes. Come on, guys. Get those likes up. There's 30 of us in here. There should be 30 likes. All right? I don't even know what's going on. I haven't even looked at the like ratio, okay? But now I'm going to because someone pointed it out. Come on. Come on, 20. 20. We averaged like 30 here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm not going to be super late. I got about 5 minutes.
James, come on, man. Oh. Hi, James. Could you make it look like my boyfriend is actually petting the ducks? He would be so happy. Thanks a bunch. Done. Just throw him in the water, James. Come on.
Oh, this guy's Photoshops are great. Hold on, what?
Could you help?
Oh, he flipped the shoes on him.
Socks. Hey, James. Can you make it so we're not looking in the same direction? Thanks, man. 2 directions. I can't take this dude serious. Oh, my goodness.
It's not a lunch
Jamie,
date. I have.
Could you please help me? I need to.
Going to, and I know you guys are gonna get mad, but I bought tickets to Shazam weeks ago and did it for $115, and didn't realize that I'd be doing a consistent show. So, and the theater's about 25, 30 minutes away, so.
Correct this. It seems I'm holding the hand of my friend.
Oh.
Just switched it up with a foot. Oh my goodness. Hi, James. I was wondering if you could make it look like I'm not sitting on the edge of the bench. There were several of us sitting down and they stood up, but we didn't scoot down. Sure. Why'd you switch them up, James? All you had to do was scoot them. Come on, bro. Hi, James. My friend looks like he doesn't enjoy my company. Can you make it look like he's having fun? Thanks. He does enjoy your company. Oh, that.
Oh, the shirt. Oh shit! Help! I got friend zoned. Oh shit! Oh. Fuck.
A wonderful place called the friend zone. I feel you, bro. Tragic. Hey, can you please make this picture look less awkward and edit out the wet floor sign? Thanks. Sure. Oh, that's slipping.
Okay. Dude is fucking great at
Nothing
Photoshop.
wrong with my little
Holy
bro,
shit.
but could you Photoshop my mom with a handsome guy? Cheers. Hello, James. Can you please close my girlfriend's eyes in this picture? Thank you. Oh, that does look kind of awkward. Hope this helps. Just cover their eyes with some random person's hand. James. Hey, can you please adjust this picture in order to make me look as if I am holding that cliff? Thanks. Sure. Bro, he just dropped the arm down to the waist.
Holy shit, dude. Wow. Oh, God.
Hey, Jamie. Please, can you make my legs longer? They look shorter here than they really are.
What? No, they look like the length they are. The fuck do you expect them to look like? Is this the end of it? This is the end of it. Holy shit.
Thank you. Stretch them out. James, you are a fool.
He even enlarged her butt for her. Come on. He hooked her up. Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh.
Holy fuck, guys. So, if you haven't yet, check him out. Mentally Mitch. He has a shit ton of subscribers. I mean, I don't know. That'd be interesting. Ooh, that'd be interesting. An interesting. Yeah, Thought Patrol. It's, honestly, I think James should do like a Photoshop critiquing set as well. I would go for another 40 minutes, but I have to go because the theater is 30 minutes away as well. And God only knows. But what I will do... Oh.
I'm laughing my ass off. Thank you.
You're welcome, Zen Rhino. Like I was saying, guys, shorter stream today. Maybe tomorrow. You know what? Here, I'm going to give you guys the gift because I love you guys so much. I will do another show tomorrow at 11 a.m. Okay? I'll do a show at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It may be an hour, it may be 2 hours, it may be longer. But we should definitely plan on it. I know you guys, I haven't watched it to look it over, but what I've seen of people watching it, and I watched the ROTC guys watch it, it was good shit. And it looks really good. And I think it could be a great movie if it's done correctly. And the little boy by the gates, definitely Bruce Wayne. So you know. And also, anyone who's like, oh, the Joker's too old in this. Motherfucker, read the comics. He's always been older. Always. No, there are no day waves on Saturday, but there will be an afternoon wave since I'm having to cut it short today. And we can enjoy a Saturday together. So episode 11 will be tomorrow. Again, I do want to show you guys this amazing intro. If you want to take it and put it to something, I'm gonna drop the link for you guys. If you creative ass people want to edit in some clips, whatever, there's a link. It is an unlisted video. Feel free to use it, mess around with it. Terrarius, I think that's probably the best you're gonna get. Terrarius, thank you so much for making this for me, bud. It's pretty awesome, man. There's obviously no audio to it, but yeah. So if you can take it, put something to it. You hear the style of music we run here. It's generally synthwave, stuff like that. Make sure it's royalty free. That's all I ask. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who donated. You guys are all awesome. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel by liking and sharing it as well. If you want to support the channel but want something in return besides the content, teespring.com/AGluck. If you see...
Hey there.
I'm getting molested by Joe Biden, guys. If you see a... if you see a shirt you like on there, but you don't like the color scheme, let me know on the Discord and I'll switch it up. So after my molest, I'm going to go. I got to go take a cold shower, guys.